What is good, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome back. The last video I did, it was is it worth it? How to get started? The different types of stocks. We have blue chip, growth stocks, and speculative stocks. And then now we have the different type of stocks part two. We discussed common stock, preferred stock. Well, actually, no, we did not discuss this. Excuse me. We did not discuss this yet. But for sure, we are going to discuss this today. So there's different types of stocks. There's a common stock, preferred stock, large cap stock, mid cap stock, small cap stocks, domestic stocks, international stocks, and growth stocks. So we're not gonna all discuss these all in one thing, but so let me. What I like to do is I like to get the Google definition. I like to see what Google is actually saying. So the common stock is a security that represents ownership in a corporation. So let me just copy this and then just paste it here real quick. So a common stock is a security that represents ownership in a corporation. So this could mean very simply as, okay, this person has a piece of the pie. They own that piece of the pie, and that's it. It's very common. A lot of people, like to have like to have this. I could own a common stock. You can own a common stock. It's very very simple and to the point. The next thing we're looking at is preferred stock. So basically, preferred stock. I'm gonna copy it right now and paste it real quick. So preferred stock is a different type of equity that represents ownership of a company and the right to claim income from the company's operations. So what this means basically, let's just say I own the piece of the pie. Whatever the company makes, you get a little percentage out of that. So like let's just say this company makes like $100, right? You could get $1 to $2 based on the company's stock. I would say it depends on the percentage that they give. So like some preferred stocks, they'll be like, all right, you get this amount. Other companies be like, all right, you're going to get a lower amount. But yeah, it depends. A lot of people sometimes get into this because of the percentage they get out of it. It is the same way. It's like a better version of a common stock. Think of it like that, an upgraded version, a premium. So the next thing we have are large cap stocks, and this is like, I'm trying to copy it. Here we go. So a large cap refers to a company with market capitalization valued more than 10 billion. Also referred to as big cap, large cap describes a class of popular stocks preferred by investors for their stability. So what this basically means is that there are companies that have their company itself is worth millions of dollars, billions of dollars. And what this is basically saying that it's like it's a big piece of pie. Investors like to invest in this type of stocks because they have a lot of liquidity. They have a lot of people buying and selling. They have longer term speculation where it's like, okay, they believe in this big company. It's a big company for a reason. I believe in it, and yeah, that's what they believe in. And now they're buying it's called large cap stocks. They're buying a lot of these stocks. Personal preference though, I prefer between like the common and the large currently. You could definitely switch it up. But I'm gonna discuss these other stocks for right now. But yeah, I'm just surprised. I thought the value was 1 billion, so I was off by like 9. It's been a minute since like I actually like read these definitions, so it's good to clear my head up a bit. Then we have mid cap stocks where it's a little smaller than you know it's a little smaller than large cap, but I'm gonna run it to you. Let's get it. So it says mid cap stocks are shares of companies with total market capitalization of 2 billion to 10 billion. So basically, it's the same thing as a large cap where it's like investors prefer it, but the only difference is it has lower liquidity, which means like basically like less people involved in it, because so like the more money you see in a company, you could either assume two things: one, the company itself is making all that money, or two, the company is making up a certain amount of money, but you also have investors in it, helping the company to grow. Um, but some people, they like to invest in mid cap because they see it as like a growth opportunity. So like for example, let's just say a mid cap stock is like what, 3 billion. So let's just put 3 billion, right? And they believe in this stock. They're like, okay, I believe it's gonna go up, and like a couple years down the drain, it goes up to 10 billion or 11 billion. This then would be considered a large cap stock, and what would happen is, you know, the investors that invested in it would have made a lot of money. So yeah, mid cap stocks could definitely turn into large cap stocks, for sure. Let's look up small small cap stocks. Let's see like what is that? Oh wait, right here. So small cap stocks is literally the same thing essentially as large and mid. It's just it's under the range of a certain amount. So I'm gonna show you guys right now. Oh wait, what? Back. Oh, I copied the picture. That's what it was. Oops. Why am I okay? All right, so it says shares of a company with a total market capitalization in the range about 300 million to 2 billion. So essentially, what I said is just way smaller, way all the way down. Small cap could become mid cap, and then could also become a large cap. A lot of people don't really invest in small cap, I would say. I don't know anybody personally that invests in small cap. A lot of people are involved in mid cap and large cap. Then the next one we have is domestic stock. So domestic stocks are basically, I'm gonna just grab this whole thing. F it. I'm gonna grab this whole thing. All right. So basically, domestic stocks funds typically may wait, let me read this again. I just had a brain for it. Domestic stocks funds typically own many individual stocks across different industries, which can reduce the chance of that performance of a single stock or industry can negatively impact the performance of the entire portfolio. What this means basically is person A, or let's just say me for example, I could own Apple, I could own, I'm trying to think of like other industries. So yeah, I could own Apple, I could own Neo, I could own Walmart, I could own CVS. So when you think about different industries, there's like so many different industries when it comes to stocks. So let me show you real quick. So we have energy industries, material, utilities, healthcare, financials, staples. So think of it like this. I'm gonna have this picture right now. So you have a lot of market sectors. We have technology, which would be like Apple, for example, which is also a part of communication services. We have healthcare, financials, utilities. So basically, what happens is all these stocks would be in one of these categories, like whatever it provides. So for example, consumer right here, this would be Tesla, for example. So think of Tesla in this consumer area, right? And then think of Apple in the communication area, right? So these are two different sectors. So what I would do, right, if I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, I'll be like, yo, I feel like I want to put my eggs in healthcare, communication, technology, because if you put your eggs all in one basket, what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose your money. Let me explain why. Let's just say you put your money all in healthcare, right? Healthcare goes down, or let me use a different example because healthcare is actually pretty good. So let's go with information technology, right? You put all your eggs in information technology, and let's just say a year and a half there's like a big crash and like technology is not working as it used to, and technology is down. What's gonna happen is you're gonna lose a lot of money, and it's gonna be hard for you to get it back unless it comes back up, obviously. But let's just say you had communication, information, and healthcare. If healthcare and communication are rising up and they're going higher highs and making more money, and information technology is going down, what's gonna happen is you're still gonna be making money. Yes, this is going down, but these two are basically carrying, information. So what you want to do is you want to spread all your eggs, in different baskets, I would say. That is the definition of domestic stocks. So we have international stocks. So international stocks are basically like foreign stocks. So like I'm trying to give like a good example. But they're basically like stocks from like different countries, and like you're just investing in it. You don't really know anything about it. So like in the United States or in America, we have like a lot of stocks, and we know about these stocks. But like when you invest in like different countries, it's like you're basically helping their company and everything, but like you don't really know anything about it. So I would say like research everything about international stocks before you actually invest in it. Growth stocks. Growth stocks are very simple. I'm trying to find like the definition. Oh, so growth stocks are companies that increase their revenue and earnings at a faster rate than the average business in their industry or market as a whole. So, what this means. Wait. Okay, so what this means basically is think of a pie, right? You have a pie, and you're like, okay. Nah, that's a bad example actually. I'm bad at examples, guys. Just give me a couple. So think of two cars, right? It's the same model. Both cars are the same model. They just have different engines, right? The typical for those cars, typically they're supposed to go at a certain both. Oh my gosh, I can't even. All right, so I can't give any examples right now. I'm having a brain fart, I guess. But basically these are like different stocks, and what these stocks do is they grow faster than literally every other stock. So for example, I would say Apple. If I compare Apple to Walmart, right? You guys imagine Walmart. You know how you see how Walmart grows. It's been growing very slow but steady. Meanwhile, Apple, they've been growing quick and steady. And right now, I think they're like the biggest company, if I'm not mistaken. But let's put that aside and let's realize that Apple is increasing their revenue. They're making more sales than ever. Their earnings, which is like I said before, it's like where they give out their company's information every 3 months to see if they're doing well or not. Yeah, but they're just different. They're way different. A lot of people love investing in these because they grow real quick and they want to catch the run, I guess. But that is it all for today. Basically explaining just like different types of stocks. You need to know this and you need to understand this if you're trying to get into stocks. But yeah, let's get it. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll make another video in like 3 to 4 days. So let's get into it. Have a good one, guys.